It's freezing in here.
It is cold, I know. It is.
I know. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
I'm Steve.
I'm Mark.
And this is SmokeySteveAndMarc. So we are... What?
Nothing.
What?
Your favorite YouTube channel.
Your favorite...
I don't know, I always think of like, what else can
The
I
best
say?
channel you're not watching.
Oh.
Anyway.
Yeah.
So...
But it's nice to see you. I'm back after a brief hiatus.
Yeah, you were gone for a while.
Yeah.
They had just me. I feel like a substitute teacher or something.
Yeah, they just had you.
Yeah, my job is just to not lose viewers while you're gone.
Like,
so.
Oh, you're so positive on yourself.
I know, right?
Yes. So what are we talking about today?
Well, we were going to reconvene, like a part 3 of the Caring for a Sick Loved One video. Yeah. I watched his video, he watched mine. Yep. So I went first, he went second. And we were just going to touch on some of the things that overlapped. And any differences we might have had, or any questions that came up.
Yeah.
So, you know.
I think it was a very, very good topic. We had a lot of comments, and it sparked a conversation. I thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah, I thought so too.
You know, and I think it's a good topic too. You know, because it's something you don't think about, you know, like on an everyday basis until something like that happens. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think it's good.
It was good. What was refreshing to me was that a lot of ours were the same.
I know.
Which is good, because that means without too much discussion or thinking, we're pretty much on the same page.
On the same page, yeah.
There was no bombshells.
Yeah, because we didn't, prior to making the first two, we didn't talk about it, or we didn't watch each other's videos. You know?
We've had, like, passing discussions over the last couple years, but not many. We never had like a huge sit down discussion. Like, right. Let's get snacks because it's going to be a while, and talk about our debilitating illnesses. Like, it was never one of those.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was comforted by it, and I had thought of a couple more things actually that, as far as supporting another partner that you actually do for me, that totally went off my radar. Actually, like. You can make legal decisions for me if I were to get very
we
sick.
Didn't touch on that at all.
I forgot.
You know, like it's a good point to bring up. Yeah.
Yeah, like I used to have a form called the Mental Health Advance Directive. So there's healthcare decisions just limited to that. It's not like a living will. And so if I make it now when I'm well, so if I go off the deep end, there's already protocols in place, what's okay and whatnot. And I used to have my dad be the person who would make decisions on it. But my parents are getting a little bit older. You know, they might hit an age where my brother and sister and I have to make those decisions. So it switched to Mark. So if I go into the hospital involuntarily, chunks of my treatment decisions get pushed over to you.
Right.
So anything I didn't specifically put in the advance directive about what I approve of or don't approve of for treatment, that gets on, you make a decision.
Yeah.
So that means I trust you.
Yeah.
That you're not going to put me in a crooked asylum.
No.
Just like I was going to put you in a crooked personal care home.
With Nurse Ratchet.
Nurse Ratchet, yeah. Or someone who's, you know, maybe English isn't their first, second, or third language, so there's a barrier. The care may be wonderful, but you're not going to understand a word.
Although I liked the idea of a real hot, sexy CNA coming and taking care of me.
What if I had to tell you her name? I never said the gender.
Well, I mean, I don't mind that either. That's always, I mean, you know, it's pleasant too.
Yeah, maybe she's got a brother. So.
Maybe.
Oh, and the other thing also that had occurred to me. Oh, do you have something?
Well, on the advance directive.
Yeah.
Are you done with that?
Well,
I think that what I wanted to say was I think that's a lot of times overlooked, and I don't think a lot of people even know that they exist.
No, that you can do that.
Can we put some information about that if anyone is interested in getting one?
Yeah, I should be able to put a link into the description.
Okay, because I knew nothing about it until you brought it up to me.
Yeah.
And now we both have them, and I think they're important.
Different states have different rules. We live in Pennsylvania, and Pennsylvania, depending on the region you're in, has relatively progressive sort of laws with that sort of thing. But state to state, there's different ones that vary. Sometimes they sort of move state to state. But I'll get some just generic information about it for folks to take a look at.
If they have any questions or anything. Because I think it's a very important thing. You know, you make these plans and you make these decisions now while you're well. So when you're not well, then you have something in place.
And if I didn't have you, there's a version of the form where I just make them all myself. Make all the decisions.
I see, okay.
So if I go wherever.
If you're alone or whatever. Or
if I'm alone.
You don't have to designate someone, in other words. I see, yeah.
No. I don't.
Yeah.
So, and like I said, it's only the mental stuff. It's not how you don't get to control my money. You don't get to take custody of my kids.
Care.
You don't. Yeah, it's just that.
Right. I mean, I do think that's important. I mean, and living wills, things like that, I think are very important. I think a lot of times overlooked. Like, you know, with the situation with my mother when she got very sick at the end there, you know, if she wouldn't have had a living will, or we didn't have anything in place, those decisions, it would have been like a battle between, you know, like family members who were living, or, you know, even just like in a gay relationship. I don't even know if now I could make a decision for you as your partner. I don't know the legalities of that now. I know a lot of that has changed. But with these type of forms, it's all laid out.
Yeah. Well, depending on the relationship, you could be providing care to a sick loved one that's not your family member.
Right.
You may not have rights to, you know, certain visitations, to make certain decisions.
Right.
I mean, as far as the legal system's concerned, we're just two good friends.
I know, and that always kind of scared me. Like, I thought if I ended up in the hospital, the only person that I would want to make decisions for me or on my behalf would be my partner.
Yeah.
In the past, and I'll have to do some research now, in the past, that wasn't allowed.
Yeah. Well, if you designate me as...
But,
you know,
yeah, exactly.
Then I can do it, but it's paperwork.
But yeah, I just think it's an important thing. So yeah, if we could, you know, if anybody wants information about that I wanted to say, can we put that in there? Okay, cool.
That's one of my 10,000 presentations.
I know,
so.
And I don't think we've talked about it before, so I think it's good, and it really goes good with this topic too. So.
One of the things in there is medications that work and that don't, and actually that's one of the things that you do help with. I was having a horrible time remembering not to take my meds, but when they would run out. And when they were due to be filled, and actually Mark kind of, for even the short term, maybe longer, we have a big whiteboard in the kitchen, and the name of each medication, and when it's done, and how much it costs is
all written out, the dates and everything. Yeah, because...
And for a period of time, he was the only person keeping track of it, because I just wasn't able to. Yeah. And I was missing a pill here, a pill there, and that snowballs into madness here, madness there. So that was another way that you kind of... you asked me first. Yeah. You didn't say, I'm doing this because you can't, because if I do everything. I can't do everything. No. Well, you never have an attitude about it, because it's caring for a sick loved one. Yeah. You're not their warden. You know,
no.
Or their priest, or their pastor, or their savior, or you're just helping out.
Yeah, I didn't. I realized what was happening, and I'm like, we have to get this under control, so I just, you know.
Well, those are more things that you were doing for me. Can you think of anything else that I could be doing for you after seeing the video that I did?
What, more things that you could be doing for me, or
I thought of other things that you are doing for me.
That's a good question.
That I didn't mention.
What are there things that... Are there more things that I could do for you? Are there more things that you could do for me? Yeah, that's a good question. Yeah. Well, what's on your list?
Of things you could do for me?
Yeah, more things.
I'm pretty spoiled, I gotta say. Oh. You do look after me pretty well. Oh. And you've gotten really good at gauging, like you said in your video, leave him alone. Yeah. Talk to him. Have a little space, not this, you know. Yeah. Helping out with the meds whenever. I feel okay coming to you and telling you more so now. I don't do the whole suck it in, pretend to be okay, and then have a huge Ophelian meltdown.
That's the way it was years ago.
And everyone says, what happened? He was doing so well. I hadn't been doing well for 3 months. Yeah, I just know how to smile and cry in the shower. Yeah. So, you know, I'm much better at being a little bit more of a mess, which allows me to be a little bit less of a mess. Yeah. If that makes any sort of sense. I can let the steam off the pot more frequently so it doesn't build up.
So it doesn't,
So, but no. But that's, again, that came with time. That wasn't something I felt comfortable doing initially. And probably as a product of, like, couples therapy and stuff.
Yeah, we did go to couples therapy, and that did help out a lot.
Yeah, that helped my mental illness and coping with it for me, not just the issues we had together, too. So that was a big chunk of it. It did me, too, yes. But I can't think of too many more things that you can do to help me.
And it's ever evolving, too. I mean, you realize things as time goes on, too, you know. And
I try to jump in when I think you need something, but sometimes I don't know what would help. Yeah. And I try to ask, one of my more famous questions is there anything I can do to help? Yeah. Is there anything I can stop doing that would help? Yeah. Do you want me to not mention it? I'm going to ask this once, and then I'm not going to ask again.
Yeah.
Are you okay? Do you need anything? I mean,
Yeah,
that's all
and
I can,
sometimes I don't know.
that's all
you
I can
know.
think of to ask, because I don't
Right.
know if you need something or not, and if
Yeah.
you do, I don't know if you're keeping it all to yourself.
But yeah, no,
So-
that's true. Yeah, dig it out. I mean, the only thing I can say that you could do I really can't think of anything. The only thing I could think of would be maybe more of a, take hold kind of person. But I think that type of thing spills out into the relationship in general.
Mhm.
But as far as caring for somebody who is sick, like sometimes, and this is a character defect, and it is, something that can become very debilitating for me, is my thought process and my decision making process.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes, and I mean debilitating, like I can get so stuck on it that it does become debilitating.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that it's your personality to be a take control kind of person, but I think that would help with me in
Mm-hmm.
certain situations. Now, I'm not saying make all my decisions for me so I don't have to make them for myself.
Mhm.
Like, I'm not saying that, but I guess, with time, determining when, it is that you need to take control and not,
Mhm.
because, that type of thing helps me.
Mhm.
It does.
Well, the only time I think so far that I've done anything like been pushy or took control was when making appointments to follow up with what's been going on with your
Mhm.
health. And I've been a little more of a nudge with that.
Yeah.
Like, we need to go. No, you need to go. No, you need to see the specialist.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm not letting this go. Yes, I will threaten you with emotional blackmail.
Mhm.
Just to kind of move things.
Yeah,
along.
more like that.
Kind of like, I know better than you right now.
Yeah.
Was kind of my thinking. I think I know what's best for you right now.
Mhm.
And I think you do too, but you're dragging your feet. So let's go.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah.
So.
Maybe like that applied to.
But I gotta take
More
2-3 steps back with that, because then what if you're sitting here almost immobile?
Well,
And I'm gonna be
physically,
like, you know what
it's
you
like-
need? You need some fresh air. Get the hell out of the house.
Well, I mean, I think you have to determine what.
Well, that's the thing. I'm not in your body.
No.
I don't know if you're dealing with depression. I've got a whole skill set of my own to deal with depression.
Yeah.
I have no skill set to deal with numbing, tingling.
No, not physically. I
having
mean,
a
that
claw.
comes down to physically helping somebody. Holding a hand out, helping me up, like that kind of thing.
But if it's
But
like,
the mental health thing is a little more tricky and a little more, and it is for me too, because I
Yeah.
think this whole journey has been, I think the mental part of it has been proven the most challenging.
I've gotten more comfortable
I
saying
do
I'll
think
pick the
so.
show tonight. That's something I've gotten, even in the last couple
Yeah.
of weeks. I've gotten more
Yeah.
comfortable saying, you pop the popcorn, I'll pick a show.
Yeah.
And I'm not
and like you said, understanding, trying to relate, all that helps too, because if I tell somebody who I really don't know that well, I get anxiety or I have trouble making decisions, they're like, what the hell is that,
Yeah.
But it can be really, really debilitating, but...
Yeah.
But no, I think you're doing a fantastic job, thank you.
Well, you are too. Bully.
Well, thank you. But I do think it comes down to caring for a loved one. I think, it comes down to as part of the relationship. I never crossed my mind that I would not take care of you if you needed to be taken care of in some
Mhm.
way. Never.
Yeah.
And I think that's part of being in a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
If it's not, I think you may need to kind of take a look at the relationship,
Yeah.
and that goes with, family members as well. We're
Yeah.
specifically talking about a partner type relationship or a
Yeah.
marriage. But that spills over into your mother, your father, your siblings, all of that. Everybody has a different situation.
Yeah.
So, but no, I thought it was a very good topic, and I'm glad that we talked about it. And I think I like how we got together. We were only going to do 2. We
Yeah, and I
decided
figured
on
we'll
the third one. We
wrap
have
it
our
up.
first series.
A series.
We have a series, a
We
3-part
do.
series. So
Well,
I get excited over the stupidest stuff.
it is. Well, it's not so stupid. It's not
No.
stupid to us. So. Well, that's all she wrote.
That is all she wrote. I thank you so much for listening to us talk and
But thank-
spending your time with us.
Well, thank you for watching. Please subscribe.
Yes.
Give us a thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
Get the alerts, when a new video's coming.
Mhm.
We shoot about almost every day.
Yep, we try to do one a day.
You can follow us on Instagram at SmokeySteveAndMarc, or on Facebook, you can friend us at SmokeySteveAndMarc.
Yeah.
And we will catch up with y'all soon.
yes, thank you for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. It's Mondays with Mark.
Bye.